name is Sisley and welcome to the second to last day of my 12 Days of Christmas project where I draw things for my friends, family and people who inspire me.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my art skills gave to me the world's biggest hair flip.
So this is another drawing for another family member, and honestly, this is probably my favorite picture that I did in December, like in this whole month. It is that good. It is everything that I love in a drawing and everything that I love painting. It is grand, huge, contrasty, glowing, magical, and fantastic. So without further ado, let's get on with the video and I hope you guys enjoy this! So with this picture, I wanted to get as conceptual as humanly possible. Basically, I just wanted to make something super conceptual and almost ethereal. And basically, my initial idea was to, just create something where, it will involve a portrait and some landscape. And the landscape would be actually on the person's long hair. And this was what started this idea. But then I was thinking, how should I, what the composition should be. And then I thought, hey, what about those pictures that, the pictures where a person just basically does a back hair flip out of the water with wet hair, and basically like there's just this whole water splash following their hair, and if captured at the right time, it just looks freaking epic. I'm sure you've seen those pictures. So I thought, what if this was sort of inspired by all of those, world creation legends that various civilizations have. Every single nation and civilization has a different legend on the world creation, and I thought, what fun idea would it be if I just basically drew something that involves, a hair flip, and the hair is actually the world that we live in. So basically, this is super conceptual. This does not make any logical sense whatsoever, but I mean, it looks pretty. So basically, then I thought that, since this person is obviously some sort of goddess, and it was heavily inspired by Te Fiti from Moana. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. If you haven't seen the movie, well, spoilers. But, it was heavily inspired by Te Fiti, who was, this island goddess that was basically made of lush life and nature and plants and all of that. And I also drew inspiration from Tekka as well, which is a lava monster. So basically this little character right here, well, it's not that little. Actually, the scale of this picture is pretty big. Both literal scale and the actual, how grand and huge it looks. So this character is sort of a, has a lava face, and then there are, in her hair there are some branches, and later I added some leaves towards the ends of her hair, so it would be towards her scalp, there are, and on her face are these roots of trees, and then towards the ends of her hair it's lush branches or something like that. And basically like I said, it's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to look pretty and provoke thought and be just all beautiful all together. And I did struggle with the water quite a bit because I didn't know how to make it both look convincing and pretty, because mainly what this drawing is supposed to be is majestic. It's just supposed to portray as much majesticness as humanly possible, as much as I can portray with my skills, because in art, there are few things that I love more than contrast and drama in paintings. I've been doing quite a lot of muted pictures this year, especially, and that are not as bright or as contrasty as I used to do, but this is still continues to be my favorite thing to draw. The bigger the contrast, the bigger the drama in the picture, the more I'm gonna love it, the more I'm gonna love doing it, because I do love me some, brights and dark shadows. And I did enjoy painting the landscape because there's the water and there's a teeny tiny little piece of a beach and a wave. If you squint really hard, or if you zoom into this picture, there's a wave and some beach, and then there are some trees and possibly a forest, and then after that there are clouds and mountains, and then under the night sky there is a city that, you know, is obviously built by humans, and of course I had to add some cute flowers because that was one of my first ideas. Like, it has to be, you know, covered in plants and flowers, and I'm pretty happy how these branches came out as well. They really add to the otherwise relatively empty space, because like it's one of those pictures that is supposed to be like, you know, you wherever you look, it has, you know, something to look at, you know. It has, you know, like you scroll to one side, it has the amazing water and the stars and the sunset, then you know, in the middle, like it has, you know, the mountains and the hair and all of the branches and all that, and at the bottom it has the face of the goddess and the lava volcanoes and mountains and stuff like that. Then it, you know, has the city, and at the right bottom corner I even added northern lights. At least I attempted to add more northern lights, because it was relatively difficult, to be honest, because I don't know how to draw northern lights. Apparently I have never tried to do that. Well, there's a first for everything. So basically the city itself was like, you know, it was probably the most time consuming thing, and I struggled with the moon a little bit because I didn't know, like, I wanted it to be bright, but also I wanted it to, you know, not overshadow anything. And I overall love this composition. I mean, it does look grand and epic. That's what I was trying to portray here, epicness. Like, you know, like there are those, you know, legends that, you know, make it seem like, you know, the world creation was this, you know, majestic process, and any movie would portray it that way. So I tried to make a drawing as dramatic and as big and as detailed as I possibly could to try to represent that. So yeah, I really enjoy this. I really love how this turned out, like I said, and I hope you guys enjoy it too, and I hope the person that this is for will enjoy it as well. Like, this is, I'm just in love with this. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever done, and I'm super proud of it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this second to last 12 days of Christmas picture, and the next drawing is going to be even more amazing and even more special, so be on the lookout for that. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I love you guys. Bye.